Yo, yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries. We are here in Grand Theft Auto 5 to look at a mysterious skeleton of a sea creature found right here under the waters in the oceans of San Andreas. I'm RJ here with FPS Kyle.
Yo, yo, what's going on, everyone?
And Mike.
What's happening, everyone?
Now, when first discovered, some people thought this skeleton was possibly a skeleton of a Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
Or some other kind of sea beast. Rockstar has a knack of putting in Easter eggs that, of course, involve some of these old myths like Sasquatch, Bigfoot, and here you have this pretty big skeleton. You know, it doesn't seem too big compared to the submersible here, but it is pretty big if you think about it as far as a living animal. If we had this thing swimming around, I mean, that'd be pretty cool. And we here at Trippy Commentaries kind of think that this is the skeleton of a possible killer whale, more likely a humpback whale. But if it is a killer whale, which we know for sure, which will be in the next-gen version, this would be a hell of a killer whale.
Yeah, well, I think, to me, it obviously doesn't look like the Loch Ness Monster. Its neck is way too short. And, I mean, this looks exactly like the skeleton of a killer whale. The head is very similar to it. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And now we know that there is killer whales in the next game.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be it. Other people have also thought that it could be a humpback whale. But it could be a killer whale. I think that's about the size a killer whale, a big killer whale, would be compared to a person. I mean,
and I could see why people would think this was some sort of a creature, maybe Loch Ness monster. Of course, you have maybe a megalodon. Who knows with the sharks? We know we're going to be getting hammerhead sharks and hopefully even more kinds of sharks. Right now you just have the one, I think it's just a great white shark.
Yep.
Small great white shark at that. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they add a ton of more animals underwater, as right now there's not a whole lot going on.
A little tuna there.
Yeah, there's a couple small fish. I remember Vice City would have some things floating around. You weren't able to interact with them at all, but there was jellyfish and different things. This game kind of falls short, but we could tell that the next-gen version of GTA 5 will certainly be upping the ante when it comes to underwater animals and, of course, animals on land as well. Mike, we think this is definitely a whale, a big one, but a whale. What do you think? Do you think there's any chance this is some sort of mythological creature?
It'd be cool if it was, but I do think it is a whale along with you guys. I mean, you can see the fins there, and if you look at a whale skeleton, it's basically exactly the same. So
very similar.
I think it might actually be a humpback whale here. I'm not 100% sure, but it's really hard to tell with that.
I mean, that's going to be crazy if in the next gen, if there is a humpback whale. Imagine how big that's going to be, like swimming beside you. I mean, because we've seen the killer whale in the preview, but obviously we haven't seen anything about a humpback whale. But if there is one in the next gen, it's going to be pretty crazy.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And
maybe
that's the
thing. Up eat your boat or something.
Yeah, that people might be overlooking here. Is that a Easter egg or possible clue to something we'll be getting in the next gen version of the game? We definitely hope so. We've been an advocate of getting just anything bigger. One of the missions early on in the game has you going aboard a large yacht. And I thought that you'd be able to drive that yacht, but you never are able to. So perhaps this is a clue that we will be getting bigger things. Not only animals, but also bigger vehicles. Definitely something we want here. As you have the full moon overhead, we can only guess on what they will be adding to, of course, the Xbox 360 and the PS4 editions of Grand Theft Auto 5. K-Mac, as far as animals, do you have any ideas? I mean, I think a T-Rex, if somehow they pulled that off, that would be amazing.
That'd be tight. I mean, it's kind of the way they've done this with leaving like the skeleton that you find first. They've kind of set that up. I think a lot of movies have used the same kind of way of presenting something. We saw it in the newest Godzilla movie.
Mm-hmm.
First thing you see is like this massive skeleton, and then you wonder, is there something else? Is there another one?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of what they're going for here, making us think, is there another one of these somewhere in the ocean? Make you search all around the ocean for it. Never find it, but then they give it to you in the next gen. Kind of reminds me of something else we've been searching for a while that maybe is another clue that we have to wait till the next gen to get it.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully it does actually kind of have meaning. Hopefully it's something we will be getting in the next installment of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Perhaps it is the Loch Ness Monster. That's certainly something that we would love for them to add into the game.
Be awesome.
They've given us the Bigfoot, I guess, in a way. Not really, but they're showing that they're willing to add these mythological creatures to the game.
Yeah.
And what better creature would there be than a megalodon? You know, we have all these
crazy.
sharks.
Yeah.
It would be pretty damn cool. I think that's
yeah.
something they should have on the checklist of additions to the next version of Grand Theft Auto 5 to actually make people go out and buy it who've already beaten this version of the game. Thank you guys for joining us. Let us know in the comments what you think. Do you think it's something other than a whale? We're pretty sure that that's what it is, guys, but
that's what it is, yeah.
could be an obvious clue of what to expect when we get the next gen version.
You know what I'd like to see?
What's that?
I'd like to see an abominable snowman, and I want to see snow
Yeti.
in the next gen.
Hey,
Give us snow.
they've showed us snow
Let us
before.
be able to snowboard and ski. Put all that extra element in the game.
Mhm.
That would make it worth it to actually, for a lot of people who really aren't into GTA, to actually want to buy the next gen one and play the game through again. If they add some cool stuff like that, and definitely some crazy water creatures would be awesome as well.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely want the chupacabra. That would be
Yes.
pretty sweet. The skunk ape is a good one as well.
Yes.
Let us know if you guys have any creatures that roam around your parts of the world that you think they should throw here in San Andreas. But I'm RJ for K-Mac and Mike. Thank you guys for joining us. And stay tuned as we have a lot more to show off before we jump into the next edition of Grand Theft Auto 5 for the next generation of gaming consoles. Stay trippy.